Hi, how you doing? So welcome to this mini masterclass. And in this mini masterclass, I'm going to be talking to you about brand positioning, how you can use it to attract your ideal clients and how you can repel people as well. So my new program, the Business to Photography, is now accepting members. You can find out more by clicking on the link below this video that will take you to a web page and will tell you all about it. And you can see if that's something that will benefit you. If you want to book a 30-minute phone call with me, you can as well. There is links to my calendar. Click on the link below, you'll follow it through, book a time and a slot, and we'll have a 30-minute chat to see if I can help you. So with this unpopular opinions and attack the crap. So what am I on about? So there's two different avenues you can go down. What this enables you to do is stand out from the crowd, okay? And also enables you to shout about what matters to you personally, okay? What you believe in, and also what makes your blood boil as well. So you can go down the route of an unpopular opinion. What is your unpopular opinion? Do you have any? And then also you can also attack any crap or any rubbish that is in the industry that people believe but is absolutely false. There's nothing to it. So there's a couple of different methods you could go down there. Now, I like to divide people and repel people. And the reason why is because when you repel people, they're not your ideal clients. And what happens is you end up attracting more of those that are. And I'll give you a really, really good example. And this will hit home to every single photographer watching right now. If I say to you, Canon are better than Nikon. So what's going to happen there is probably 40% of you are now seething. Okay. Another 40% like me even more because they agree with me. And another 20% are just thinking, well, I don't own a Canon or a Nikon. All right. But what I've done is I've made people hate me. So they're not going to want to work with me. Okay. And if they're not my ideal clients, good. I don't want them in my life. I don't want them in my world at all because we're not going to benefit each other. But the people that I've now just built a rapport with, okay, so the Canon people, they like me because they have the same opinion as me. And what I've done is I've almost made a war cry. It is a war cry. You know, Nikon are rubbish. They're not good. Canon are better. The Canon people are going to absolutely love me. So that's a way forward. All right. So that's just a real, it's quite a fun way of doing it from photography. Obviously, we all know Mamiya and Hasselblad are the best cameras ever. So that's put that to rest. But it's a way of filtering people out. Okay. That's what it does. And most importantly, it's showing others that you stand up for what is right. Now, that is related to when you think about attacking rubbish and nonsense. So I had a friend of mine who is he's an amateur photographer. So he does photography in his spare time, absolutely loves it. And he's really good at it as well. His main job is working in big companies. He works for a massive company and it's all corporate stuff. I don't exactly know exactly what he does, but he's high flying corporate guy. And he had a problem that he was trying to convince this corporate group that photography was a really, really important part of their marketing strategy. He couldn't articulate how to get that across. So I put something together for him and he actually used it in a presentation, which then went on to convince the whole board that yes, he was right, and they really needed to up their spend and up their awareness of how important photography is to their company and how it can help boost sales and lots of other things as well. They then went on to hire a photographer who was an acquaintance of mine, actually. And yeah, he'd done an amazing job and the rest is history. So I'm going to show you that in a minute. I'm going to show you the presentation that I put together for him, which was successfully used. And it's a really, really nice story, but it just shows you my way of attacking the nonsense and also a little bit of an unpopular opinion with regards to thinking outside the box a little bit, because I believe that a lot of companies are, some of them are dinosaurs. They don't want to go into the 21st century. They don't want to develop into new stuff. They're very much stuck in their old ways. So that was my kind of unpopular opinion strategy behind it, and I'll show you it in a minute. Now, when it comes to this, when you're doing this, statistics is a really, really good way to back up your opinion. All right. What that does, it enables you to provide proof of what you're saying. So you're not just making stuff up. Okay. And you should never make stuff up, because obviously that will come back and get you. Now, what happens when you provide statistics, when you provide data? That means people end up trusting you faster. All right. And by nature, people trust statistics and people that are sharing that information as well. Okay. Most of the time, people won't even go and check the facts. They won't even make sure that they're accurate. But that doesn't mean that you should make things up. Okay. But it just means that it puts you in an authority figure. Okay. So I'm going to read this out to you. This is that example that my friend used in that board meeting. And this was the slide that he used. This is the text from the slide that he put together. So why do companies spend so much money, time, and research on product development, then take bad photos? So this is the question that he was putting to them. This is like taking a picnic to a restaurant. Think about the long-term effects. And this particular company, they work in the food industry as well. So that's why that was put in. Think of it as running a race in flip-flops. Look at the bigger brands in the world. Are they slacking in imagery? No, of course not. And if you're not pursuing to be like them, then I'm probably not the right photographer for you anyway. So that element there that I've put in, I'm not the right photographer for you anyway, is something that I added as part of the business to photography training program, because this was then presented as a post that you could use as a unpopular opinion or attacking the crap as a post. Okay, so it's been changed along the way with that as well. He then went on to say, how much do you spend on product development, market research, customer profiling, and advertising? So this is what he was asking the board. Okay, and then take awful pictures of your products. If you use bad pictures to display your product, it means you don't care about your product or your customers. Think about the long-term effects it has on your brand positioning. It shouts, we don't care about you. We only want your money. Look at the biggest brands in the world. Are they slacking on imagery? Of course not. So that there kind of sums up that what he was saying to them is that obviously, well, all you're saying to people when you don't provide really, really high image quality, you're saying we don't really care about our product. We don't really care about you. We just want your money. And nobody wants to feel like that. No brand or company within their rights would want to come across like that. But that is what it says. Okay. So he then went on to talk about, so Apple customers demand and expect beautiful imagery. And it's now a massive part of the buying process. How many times have you eagerly zoomed into a dark and mysterious preview picture of the new iPhone? And how much has the iPhone changed? Hardly at all, but Apple knows the power of images and uses them to build anticipation and excitement. So Apple's a very, very good brand when it comes to using imagery. They know the value of it and they use it as part of their marketing and branding. Like I said, to build anticipation, to build excitement. And how many of you have, whether or not it's an Apple or another phone, but we'll use Apple as an example, when they do release something new, the images are quite, they're side-lit images, aren't they? You have to zoom in and try and look to see what is new. Is there a little new material? Is there a new camera? What is it? That's part of the process when you're buying an Apple product now. Okay. So the next thing he went on to say was Apple invests millions on imagery because they know it's the first thing a customer sees, even before they have read the fantastic copy you paid thousands for the tremendous offer you spent weeks working out the profit margin and how you can hide the postage cost within the sale price. So that there was really aimed at some of the marketing guys and the advertising guys where, and the money guys, where they're really all they're concentrating on is, well, how much money are we going to make? What offers can we put on to entice people to buy this product? And what it's getting at is, well, if you've got a really bad image, you're not going to really hit any of them, are you? You're not going to do as well. And that's common sense, isn't it? So the next part was, if it's not scroll stopping, it's not grabbing attention. If you think you don't need to grab attention, your ideal client's attention, you're living in the Stone Age. More engagement equals more sales. Okay. So that was a little dig put in there because, like I said in the beginning, we're some companies and some people are stuck in the Stone Age. They don't like change, they don't like new. And the reality of it is that the more engagement anything has, the more sales it's going to have. It's as simple as that. Okay. So more engagement will beat better every single time. Okay. So we want to really drum that into them, and they got the picture. So the next part was then another little, not a dig at the company, but it was about where everything is going. So he went on to say, companies might say, but we're not Apple, we're not $1 trillion company. And that's right, isn't it? That, you know, not everybody is Apple, not every company has that kind of budget. But we use that to say precisely, if you're not aiming to be the next Apple in your market, then why are you even in business? That is a real kind of like, well, yeah, if the best companies in the world are using imagery, they know the importance of it, then we really should be following in their footsteps. Okay. And then finished it off with quick, grab your flip-flops, you're next in the 100-meter sprint. And that is just going back all the way to the beginning of this post to kind of say, well, so what are you going to do? Are you going to stick in your old ways, or are you actually going to move this forward and go and spend some money on imagery so that we can actually get our products out there and make more money and have a better relationship with our clients? So this post was used, like I said, it was used, but I've also adapted it as part of the training in the new program that I'm doing. And this is a post that can be used to actually entice clients to work with you. So if you are, for instance, a still life photographer, then what this will do or enable you to do is once this is posted up, this will cause it will rattle a few feathers, and it will also make people think. And when they think, yeah, my company actually could do with better images, and yeah, we do think like that, what can happen is that you can then get people calling you up and saying, actually, yeah, you're right. Can we sort something out? Can we arrange a meeting? Can we have a chat about this, take this further? So this is a brand position strategy that you can use. There are many others. But just for this mini masterclass, I wanted to walk you through that process and kind of give you an idea of how you can use this in your own photography. So if you have a photography business or you are thinking of starting one up, these are the kind of things that you need to be doing. So as I said in the beginning, my new business of photography program is now accepting new members. If you are interested in that, click the link below this video. It will take you to a web page. You can find out everything you need to know about it, and you can sign up there. If you want to chat and spend 30 minutes with me on the phone, then you can also do that below. Click the link and it will take you to my calendar, and we can discuss the program further. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.